for UK Pro League TV. We are delighted that you are with us and joining us here at the Shrewsbury Club. So, after 10 weeks, after 724 matches played by 108 players, and after over £500,000 of prize money has been paid out, it all comes down to this one match. This is the final of the UK Pro League Finals Week. And to get things started, let's welcome onto court our ball crew. And to join our ball crew, would you please welcome our line judges and our chair umpire, Darren Michaels. Okay, and now it's time to bring the players onto court. Currently at a career high of 765, having climbed 400 ranking places in the last 12 months, he's just back from winning 2 ITF Tour titles, flying back into the UK on Sunday from winning them across in the States. But he's here and he's in the final. Would you please welcome Henry Patten. Henry is up against a player who is 422nd in the world. He is a Grand Slam Open Junior doubles champion, winning the US Open men's doubles in 2018. He has a 2-0 winning record, including beating Henry in the Week 3 final. Would you please welcome Anton Matusevich.
So we're finally here. It is finals day in Shrewsbury. Both of the finals to come here at the Shrewsbury Club. Anton Matusevich and Henry Patten battling it out for the men's title. We'll have Sonny Cartel and Freya Christie taking on each other in the women's final shortly. That one not before 3:30 local time. And what a matchup we have here. 2 big servers. Henry Patten and Anton Matusevich in your picture at the moment. Matusevich, who came out on top in the 2 meetings that they had earlier in the season in the UK Pro League. Henry Patten in a great run of form. Coming into this, as you heard, off the back of success on the ITF circuit in the States. And it should be a fascinating matchup here. Shortly to discover who is going to be crowned the UK Pro League champion of 2021. Mark Valladay alongside me, Oscar Chamberlain. Mark's been a fantastic week of action here in Shrewsbury, and this is going to be a really interesting final. They have kind of similar strengths, and it's just who maybe starts the quicker, who maybe does better in the early exchanges, and maybe who can serve the best too.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the serve is key with both these players, and as you quite rightly say, Oscar, I think who makes the better start? This is a big occasion, and who can rise to this occasion and bring out their best game early on, apply the pressure, take charge. They are all key facets early on in this match, definitely.
Henry Patten, 25-year-old from Essex. Anton Matusevich, just 20 years old. 2-time winner in the 9 weeks of qualifying. Back in week 2 and week 3, didn't lose a single match in those 2 rounds. He dropped 1 set, in fact, over the course of those 14 matches. Incredible record he has in the UK Pro League. 23 wins and just 2 defeats in 2021. You'll have noticed he chose to come out to complete silence rather than pick a walk-on song that the other players have done. He said he couldn't choose between rap and classical music, so it tells you just a little bit about Anton Matusevich. Darren Michael's in the chair here. Henry Patten, who was perhaps feeling the effects of that title win, which was only on Sunday in the States. Maybe perhaps, Mark, most evident in that match against Sean Hodkin, where he got over the line in the end, but it certainly wasn't straightforward. I think he was a fairly heavy favourite for that, and it was tricky. Yeah,
the favourite tag was on his shoulders, definitely, and he made hard work of Sean Hodkin. Had chances to break Sean Hodkin in the first set especially, but couldn't get through, and Hodkin was growing in confidence as the match went on, and it was a match in then that Patten fell over the line. But he did look a lot better, a lot sharper, a lot fresher in his semi-final. But that quarter-final was a real test.
Yeah, straight set win over Dan Cox in the semi-finals for Henry Patten. Also beat Julian Cash and George Houghton in the group phase. He's been largely untroubled apart from that quarter-final. Finished 8th in the UK Pro League rankings, 43 points, having played just 3 weeks. He's won 16 of his 23 UK Pro League matches this year. Runner-up in week 3, and it was, of course, Anton Matusevich who beat him in the final. Not only in the final, but also in the group phase, 6-2, 6-3, and then 7-5, 6-1. Do you think that's going to have much bearing? It's quite a long time ago.
3 minutes.
I think it'll have as much bearing as either player wants it to have. I think Matusevich will use that as motivation and confidence boost. I think Patten will be putting that so far to the back of his mind and building on the momentum that you were quite rightly saying that he's had over the last month or so, winning in the States and unbeaten here as well. He'll be using that momentum. Both players will be trying to take whatever psychological edge they can, I'm sure.
Well, Matusevich, who really is a very promising young talent, as you would have heard when he came onto court. He has won a junior US Open doubles title with Adrian Andreev back in 2018. He is still just 20 years old. Currently world number 422. It'd be very surprising if that ranking doesn't improve dramatically over the next 12 months. He's got 3 ITF titles already to his name as well. Won one in Finland earlier this year. Pretty straightforward in the group phase. There was a retirement from James Ward in his second match. He won the first set 7-5 before Ward retired. Beat Sean Hodkin comfortably 6-1, 6-3 in his first match. Very good victories against Julian Cash and Giles Hussey. Just hasn't really been tested so far. He doesn't lack confidence. He is a confident man. He is hard on himself at times. You'll see that during the match quite often, even when he's won a couple of points in a row, hits a couple of winners. If there's something that's bothering him, he won't hide that. But it was really interesting hearing him after his quarter-final win, and he was asked about whether he'd have a preference as to who to take on, Giles Hussey or Dan Cox, and he sort of gave a non-committal answer and then said, bring it on, I'll take them both down. Very much tongue-in-cheek. It's very much part of his character, but he is some talent, and it's going to be very exciting to see where he goes in the next couple of years, but also just what he can produce today when the pressure's on a little bit here in the final in front of a fairly big crowd, a sellout crowd here today. It really is going to be fascinating.
Yeah, and as you say, he has the favourite tag on him, and it's how he carries that. Having been so strong all week, this is now the big one, and pressure is definitely on you when you come in as favourite. For Patten, Patten's been favourite in most of his matches, and as the underdog, that may help him relax a bit as well. It is these early stages, isn't it? The nerves are going to be jangling for both players. It's who can settle quicker. And as we always say, just get that first serve on the board. Or first game on the board, I beg your pardon.
It will be interesting to see just how this plays on in the early stages. Anton Matusevich with an incredible record in the UK Pro League this year. Just 2 defeats in 25 matches. Hasn't lost since the week 1 semi-final. 19 wins in a row now after that semi-final victory over Giles Hussey in straight sets. Hasn't dropped a set this week. Can he make it 20 in a row and secure the UK Pro League title, following in the footsteps of Liam Brodie and, of course, Emma Raducanu? So the first of today's 2 finals, Sonny Cartel and Freya Christie, will be on a little later. And Henry Patten and Anton Matusevich to set the
First
stage
set,
here
Henry Patten to
and
set.
try and claim that £15,000 first prize.
Ready?
It'll be the left-hander from Essex, Henry Patten, to get us underway.
Love 50.
It was a straight sets win for Patten against Dan Cox yesterday. He faced a lot of break points, particularly in the first set. You get the feeling today with the power and the explosive nature of Matusevich's game that he can't really afford that this time. And there it is.
30.
That's the kind of shot we can expect from the 20-year-old.
Yeah, he just set this up really well, didn't he? I mean, took his chance with that forehand. Nice big gap to aim for Matusevich, and that's a good point you make as well, Oscar. Patten gave Dan Cox 6 breakpoint chances in the first set. Cox wasn't able to take any of them, but you feel Matusevich will take his chance if it comes along.
15, 30.
Early opportunity for Anton Matusevich. Not an ideal start here for Patten. A couple of cheap points given away.
Matusevich.
Oh, it is an early break for Anton Matusevich. He didn't really have to do an awful lot. We saw that explosive forehand winner. Little sign of what he is capable of.
First
but
game.
Patten not able to hit the ground running there.
No, not at all. And as we were saying before the match, getting that first service game on the board in a big final means so much. And that was a concerning start for Henry Patten. Looked nervous on serve. A couple of double faults. Never good, but particularly in your first service game.
Anton Matusevich to set.
So can Matusevich back it up here? That's the early break. World number 422.
Love. Love.
That's nicely done by Patten. Give him a little bit of confidence after a slow start.
30-50.
Yeah, he played this shot quite a bit yesterday, actually. Mixed it up quite well against Dan Cox. Plays it very well. Really disguises it nicely as well. And a lot of power he possesses, but nice touch as well.
15.
Likes to play really quickly as well. Matusevich doesn't give his opponent much time to settle. He's gone for the big second serve there. I don't think there's too much disguising which player is more confident coming into this.
And that was confidence personified, wasn't it? Big second serve there, really sending a message down the court. And pressure now on this Patten serve, you felt.
Out. Love 50.
Henry Patten, the winner in week 4. And beat Dan Cox in the final there.
Out.
Finished
Love
second,
30.
first and fourth in his 3 appearances. Matusevich third, first and first. Don't think they heard the call there from Darren Michaels in the chair.
Fifteen 30.
There's that big lefty serve. Maybe just starting to loosen up now, Henry Patten. There we go.
Definitely.
Out.
It was a good first serve again, but well read by Matusevich that time.
Advantage Patten. Gain Patten.
That's a good hold, an important hold for Patten, off the mark.
Matusevich leads 2-1.
Takes a 2-1 lead here. Matusevich with that early break of serve. It's been a good start from the 20-year-old.
Time.
It's a much better service game from Henry Patten to get off the mark.
Out.
The big
15
challenge
love.
now is going to be putting some pressure on his opponent. He's been serving so well all week.
Well, moments like this will help. Some gifts along the way will certainly be gratefully received by Patten.
Really settling in now.
15-30.
Yeah, the forehand seems to be finding its range as well, doesn't it? It was a shaky start by Henry Patten, but seems to be warming up nicely.
Correction for serve.
That's brilliant from Matusevich. He makes it look so effortless at times. That easy power.
Game, Matusevich.
What a great hold.
Matusevich leads 3-1.
Must be hard at the other end of the court when it's coming at you that quickly, but also the speed in between the points as well. You have no time to settle.
Yeah, as you say,
Love 50.
Matusevich likes to get on with it, doesn't he? Oh, he's not convinced here, is he?
No, he wasn't aware that he'd won the point.
Quickly retreats.
Love 30.
Well, I was about to say that Patten will be heartened by how he made some inroads into the Matusevich serve just now, and something to maybe build on as the set goes on, but concerns of his own on serve.
Not quite finding his range here. And it doesn't help that Matusevich has made such a flying start. Break points and plenty of them.
Out. Game.
Tough start
Matusevich.
here for Henry Patten. It is another break of serve. Anton Matusevich flying in this opening set.
Matusevich
14
leads
minutes
4
gone.
games
It's a double
to
break
1.
up. Leading by 4-1.
Time.
Feels like a long way back for Henry Patten. Matusevich serving with a double break.
Let the set. $15 love.
Just get so many cheap points.
$30 love. Out.
Just looks so comfortable.
$40 love.
So comfortable.
You can make it look like an easy sport at times.
Game
Again, went big on that second serve. Can afford to do that at 40 love.
Matusevich
Just another
leads
sign of his
5
confidence.
games to 1.
Already a game away from claiming the opening set here.
Patten, you feel, needs something to go into the second set. If it does go quickly this first set, important he holds here. He doesn't want to get blown
15
away
love.
at the end of set 1 and then have Matusevich start set 2 off. It could be over in a blink of an eye if he's not careful.
Out.
I wasn't far away.
15.
We'll take all the help we can get at the moment.
Absolutely.
30-50.
One of those that the net cord just takes everything off. Nothing Matusevich can do for once.
Out. 30 all.
A couple of points away already from winning this set.
Let the set. $40-30.
It's nicely done.
Game Patten.
Beautifully won by Patten. Really good hold. These last 2 points in particular.
Matusevich leads 5 games to 2.
Matusevich still with a big lead though. He will serve for the set. It's 5-2.
Time.
Serving for the set, Anton Matusevich already.
Love.
Tremendous again. The 1-2 punch, so devastating.
Third sealer.
Henry Patten's just questioning the call there. It's very, very close, but again, that is Matusevich just going for these second serves. He hasn't missed one yet.
Fourth sealer. Game and first set.
Absolutely
Matusevich.
sensational from
6
Anton
games to
Matusevich.
2.
Flying through that opening set. And the big winner to finish. Little more than 20 minutes required for the 20-year-old who is up a set in this final. 6 games to 2.
Time. Second set, Patten to serve.
Well, the first game in this second set is going to be crucial for Henry Patten. Those couple of double faults early in the first set, the very opening game.
Out. Never
quite got into his full flow in that first set, Henry Patten, but largely down to the quality of Matusevich. He was almost faultless.
Let first. Oh. 30-15.
This would be an important hold. Couple of game points here for Patten. Got up to it quickly there, Matusevich.
40-30.
Nice idea. With the lob, just not quite the execution.
Deuce.
He's let Matusevich back in here. This first game is so important for Patten. Oh, just waiting in the right position. Patten just needed that little bit
Advantage.
more composure
Matusevich.
here. Gambled on Matusevich moving there. He didn't. It's now a break point.
Out. Deuce.
Good serve, though. Needed that. Needs this game, as you say, Oscar. Needs to stop the Matusevich momentum.
Advantage. Matusevich.
It's his first double fault since the opening game of the match. It does bring another opportunity for Matusevich here.
Deuce.
Follows it up with an ace this time. Oh, brilliant from Patten.
Well, they both showed lovely touch
Advantage
here,
Patten.
but that is a delightful angle to follow from Patten.
First serve.
Devastating.
Well, he hit a couple of big shots in this rally, but that was unplayable. The confidence Matusevich is showing is there for all to see. Flexing his muscles.
Advantage Patten.
He's holding on here.
Game Patten.
Gets over the line.
Ball change.
That could be absolutely crucial. Long way to go in this second set. We did not want
First
to be
game,
chasing
second set.
early on here. And that first set really was just so impressive from Matusevich. This is very similar to his first set in the semi-final. His first serve percentage actually quite a bit higher. You want every single point on that first serve. That is just so valuable.
Backed it up as well. The few times he didn't make the first serve, backed it up pretty solid on the second as well. Nearly 60% on that, and that is what Patten's up against. But that was, as you say, a huge hold of serve, and So often we see, don't we, that one set can be one-sided. Next set comes along, a whole new ball game, and Patten needed that. Who knows?
Love 15. Out. Love 13.
And this is as close to an opening as we've had from Patten in this match. First real test for Matusevich here.
15-30.
And there's your response.
You had a
Second
feeling
ace.
it was coming, yeah.
Third seal.
Well, more than an opening now for Patten. Huge
30,
opportunity.
40.
If he can get himself in front here in the second set, he does have the game to be able to see the set through.
Game pattern.
Well, just the start that Henry Patten wanted here in this second set.
Pattern leads 2 games to love.
It's a slight dip from Matusevich there compared to his level in the first set. Patten was able to take advantage, didn't have to do too much in the end.
Yeah, and that first hold of serve really magnified.
Love 15.
Gets himself into a good position now, Henry Patten, but so important. He backs this up now. Looks to be swinging for you as well, doesn't he? It's like the shackles are off now, realising he's got to try and fight fire with fire in this second set.
Let second set. 15-30. Be
a little frustrated with those last 2 points, Patten. You can see Matusevich not totally happy either. This is one I was talking about earlier. Gives himself a really good talking to at times on the court. He'll still be a little frustrated at the way he handed that break of serve over.
Matusevich.
And Matusevich with the instant response. As you can see, though, berating himself.
Patten leads 2-1.
But he has got the break back, crucially. Frustration for Patten, who rather gifted that to his opponent. Back with serve here, a break apiece, 2-1, second set.
Time.
Back on track. Anton Matusevich not entirely happy with the way the second set has gone, but he's managed to get the break back. A couple of unforced errors from Henry Patten, just helping him along there.
Out. 15.
Frustrating for Patten after that great start to this second set.
Out. 30.
Should consider the potential fatigue as well for Patten. On this time a week ago, playing an ITF final in the States. Nicely done.
Yeah, fatigue, I think, definitely an
30-50.
issue, mental and physical, for Patten, and mentally it must be so tough, standing opposite this man.
Nicely done by Matusevich. Well, Patten, I should say, beg your pardon. Force of habit.
30 all.
Yeah, that's a lovely touch, wasn't it? Around the net to get everything off that. He's made inroads into Matusevich. Serve has obviously broken him as well, so there'll be belief there.
Not quite as straightforward in this second set. First big reaction that we've heard from Matusevich. Obviously feels this is a critical part of the match now, because Patten is just
40,
starting
30.
to ask some questions.
Yeah, definitely. The points are longer. Patten's level has raised. Matusevich wants to stamp his authority again, firing himself up.
Game, Matusevich.
Patten not convinced by the call there. It was certainly very close.
2 games all.
It's an ace for Anton Matusevich. Ties the setup at 2-all. He's not convinced, I don't think.
Love 15.
It's those fine margins.
Yeah, the double faults have reared their ugly head. for Henry Patten. Again, there's pressure on this service game now. Such a good start, wasn't it, going 2-love up, and now it's back in the balance.
Well, again, it's a matter of
Love 30.
inches. These last 2 points could easily have gone the other way. Sport is all about fine margins. Do well to get himself out of trouble in this game here, Patten. Matusevich is ready to pounce. Just good depth there.
15-40.
Doesn't always try and hit right through it every single time. There's thought and precision behind what he does as well. Break points.
As you say, Oscar berates himself, doesn't he, Matusevich? Wants every point to be just right. Still another chance, though.
It's good work from Patten.
Deuce.
Using that left-handed serve well. Stretching Matusevich. Matusevich just getting that one back in play.
Matusevich.
It's the sheer power in the end. Earns him that point. It's another opportunity.
Deuce.
It's hanging tough. Needs to come through this game. They always help.
Advantage Patten.
Timely ace from Patten.
Patten.
Big hold from Henry Patten once again. Closing out.
Patten leads 3-2.
3-2 the lead for Henry Patten in this second set. Matusevich has had opportunities. Has also recovered from a breakdown.
Love.
Hear the agony in Patten's voice there.
Let for some.
Really nice this from Patten.
30-50.
Tricky just to string those points along. Start building. Got to start making
40,
those.
50.
Yeah, the lack of consistency on that forehand. It's troubled Patten. It did in the quarter-final.
Out, game, Matusevich.
It's a good hold from Matusevich.
3 games all.
Seems to have got himself back on track after just a tiny dip in that first couple of games. The second set. Pressure increases on Patten.
Love.
One thing I've noticed about Henry Patten in this second set compared to the first, he's slowed down in between serves. He was going along at Matusevich's pace in set 1. And I think that's helped him. I think Matusevich was literally dictating the whole set. And Patten has definitely slowed down.
15.
Unfortunately, they are still a part of the game at the moment for Patten, and Matusevich doesn't need too many gifts.
$15.30.
It's a good overhead from Patten.
Absolutely, these can go
30.
horribly wrong sometimes. And that was a big overhead. 15-40 would have felt very, very concerning, but 30-all still in this service game.
Getting some better depth on that forehand. Saw it in the previous
40,
point as well.
30.
Really forced Matusevich back, not letting him get on the front foot.
Out. Game. Patten.
Well, gets through it again. Starting to hold
Patten leads 4 games to 3.
with a little more ease here, Henry Patten. Still to play for in the second set. Patten leads 4-3.
Time.
Four-three, second set. Matusevich serving.
Out. 15 love.
A little bit of scoreboard pressure here for the 20-year-old in this second set, serving second.
Love.
That is just too good. There's a little acknowledgement there from Henry Patten as well.
Sailor. T50. Game Matusevich.
Another good serve, another good hold for Anton Matusevich. He seems to be back on track here. It was much more like the Matusevich of set number one.
And it's so often the case as well. Patten can hardly believe he's back in serve. It's just such a quick turnaround.
Applying the pressure here, Matusevich.
Love 50.
Sensing the opportunity perhaps to strike in this second set.
Yeah, now is the time, isn't it? That 4-all break here. Serve for the match, potentially.
A little smile there from Henry Patten, I think.
15 all.
Slightly relieved because Matusevich was going after that down the line winner.
Definitely. That was relief.
T15.
It's nicely done. There's still been a couple of double faults from Henry Patten in the second set, but they haven't come at such critical times, and for the most part he's served better. There's been an improvement.
T30.
So good.
Unplayable. Absolutely unplayable. This right in the corner. Just watch it go by. Henry Patten.
Absolutely brilliant from Anton Matusevich. The huge depth and power of the forehand, and then the finesse to finish.
That is just sensational. Patten, I'm sure you heard as well. Good shot. Respected that by his opponent. And back in contention, Matusevich here. Patten under the cosh again.
Advantage,
And is
Matusevich.
this his moment? Tight one. Tough on Patten, he was pleased with that serve. Just called out.
Game,
And Patten
Matusevich.
knows that could be it. The all-important breakthrough for Matusevich in the second set.
Matusevich leads
20-year-old
5 games to 4.
will serve for the title. 5 games to 4.
No violation, unsportsmanlike conduct. Warning, Mr. Patten. Time.
Anton Matusevich preparing to serve for the title in Shrewsbury.
$15 love. $15 all. Wait, please. Thank you.
He knows he's almost there.
30-15.
It's just this consistency, hasn't it, that Matusevich has shown throughout the match, and moments like that from Patten when he could have had a glimmer. Backhand can only find the net, and as you say, Matusevich can see the finishing line.
$40-15.
What a way to bring up championship point.
Out. $40-30.
Delayed by Patten, but for how long?
Deuce.
And the time to produce that return, Henry Patten.
Yeah, what a return. I think we all just waited, maybe expecting a call, but found the line.
Another great winner to bring up another championship point.
Advantage, Matusevich. Game, set,
Magnificent
match.
Matusevich is the UK Pro League champion.
2 sets to
Anton
love,
the
6-2,
Unstoppable.
6-4.
20 straight UK Pro League match wins. And by far the best player this week in Shrewsbury. Utterly brilliant, utterly breathtaking. This young man has a huge future. This is just the start. What a performance and what a champion. Anton Matusevich winning in straight sets, 6-2, 6-4.
So solid. So solid from start to finish. As you say, unstoppable.
Well, we'll go down courtside shortly for the presentation. Anton Matusevich there, just too good, Mark. Look at that first serve percentage with the number of points won behind that first serve. Absolutely extraordinary.
What a statistic that is, 93% behind that first serve. You just can't play against that.
Just so good all the way through the week. Hasn't dropped a single set, hasn't lost in this competition since week 1 semi-finals. Extraordinary stuff from Anton Matusevich, who is by far the most deserving champion here in Shrewsbury.
Here, here.
Great win. What a wonderful performance. And we'll go down courtside for the trophy presentation.
While we're waiting, let's just hear it for our ball crew and our line judges and chair umpires. Done a great job, thank you. Okay, and before we call the players out to receive their trophies, I'd like to welcome onto court the tournament director of the UK Pro League, Dom Hayes. Dom, would you like to say a few words?
Thanks, Dave. Thank you, everybody, and thank you for showing up today and seeing, hopefully, what you agree is some scintillating tennis. On behalf of the UK Pro League, I'd like to thank the Shrewsbury Club, for hosting us this week, both the members, the volunteers, and the staff. We've been made to feel enormously welcome, and I can't thank you enough, Dave and team, for everything you've done. In addition, obviously, the ball team has been fantastic over the weekend, so thank you very much. A welcome addition to the week, for sure. And obviously the officials who have been on it, to say the very least, for the full week, so thank you very much, guys, for a fantastic performance. On behalf of myself and my partner Ben and all at River Media who operate the UK Pro League, I'd also like to thank the staff of the UK Pro League, Sultan, Rachel, Claire, Betty, Ian, Angus, a lot of the guys behind the scenes who do so much work week in, week out to get everything going and hopefully put on a fantastic show. I'd like also to thank our sponsors, Dunlop, Highland Spring and Vela Forte, who've been with us all year and who have both fueled, hydrated and also enabled the players to play some fantastic sport across the year. So thank you to them. Also our broadcasters, BT Sport, Free Sports, and in addition to that, obviously, the Tennis Channel International, who've been a great partner for us too. So thank you to them. Most of all, though, I'd like to thank the players who've been with us. You mentioned earlier, Dave, there's been 104 British players participate in the UK Pro League across the season, 726 matches. And it has been an honour for us to have facilitated this action across the year. Ben and I last year sat watching, I think, day 2 of the 2020 UK Pro League and realised that actually the British player group was actually a very, very strong field. And we backed it this year, and we've really been treated to some top-class action. And the players, hopefully you've seen today and across the week and across the year, that we really do have a wealth of talent in the UK, and we should back them as much as we can, and undoubtedly see some future rising stars going on to great things on the world stage. So once again, thank you very much to the player group.
Thanks, Dom. Okay, so we're now ready to present the trophy, but before we do that, we'd just like to have a word with each player. So first out and up to the microphone, would you please welcome our runner-up, Henry Patten. Henry, well played today. Obviously not the result you wanted, but you're going to look back on this presumably as a successful week?
Yeah, absolutely. I've really enjoyed every second of it, every week that I've played. Massive thank you, as Dom said, to the whole team that put these events on. All the players love them, and obviously it's an amazing opportunity for us. Helps us fund our career, so yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
And I guess, whilst it's always disappointed to lose, you must be pleased about that second set. You really made that a lot closer. You really pushed him really hard in that second set.
Well, it was better than the first set, so. Anton's pretty good, yeah, and I knew that going into it, and I knew that I had to play probably at my best to have a chance. I didn't quite do that, but yeah, he played a fantastic match, and congratulations to him.
And finally, just tell us a little bit about what your plans are from here. So you hopefully build on this. You've had two wins on the ITF circuit. You flew back here from the Americas on Sunday. What happens now for you?
A couple of days off. I think I'll go home for a few days, and then get back to training, traveling to Greece in a couple of weeks, which I'm looking forward to, and then take some time off from the tennis. Yeah.
Great. Well, Henry, we've loved watching you today. You've given us all a huge amount of entertainment. We've seen enough of the quality in your play to know that you're going to go on to have a great career in this sport, and we wish you every success. Thanks for being such a big part of this week. Henry Patten.
Thanks.
Okay, now let's hear it for the UK Pro League Finals Week winner, Anton Matusevich. Anton, well done. Congratulations. I'm going to take you back to Sunday night when we spoke when you first arrived here, and we talked about whether you wanted any walk-on music, and you said, no, I'm focused, I'm here to do one job. And here we are a week later, and you've done it. You must be pleased.
Yeah, very pleased. I'd like to first congratulate Henry. That second set was getting heated. I honestly didn't want to be on the court because he was hitting some pretty good shots. So, I'm happy to get through it. That 4-4 game was, I say I got a bit lucky there, so pretty happy with that. But yeah, no walkout music. I just wanted to get some matches in, really improve my game here. You're guaranteed 5 matches here, win or lose, and yeah, very happy to come out on top.
You must be particularly pleased with your serve. I've seen some of the stats upstairs. You've only been broken twice this week now with your serve. So that's clearly a big part of your game, and you must be pleased with how that's gone today.
Yeah, I mean, me and my coaches back at home, we worked a lot on the third ball, which is the shot after the serve. My serve is not like Nick Kyrgios, nowhere near. I don't really hit too many aces, but it's the shot behind it that's very important. So we've worked a lot on that in the past, and it's proven to be very key.
In UK Pro League, key part of your plans for this year, it's helped, and you're picking up a cheque for £15,000. That must help in terms of the career plans. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, tennis is a very expensive sport, traveling, and very big thanks to everyone here. I mean, Dom's already said it, but anyway, very big thanks. It's been awesome, even the previous weeks before, and thank you guys. The crowd has been very good, very nice on a Sunday, so I enjoy it. Thank you.
Okay. So now we're at that moment that you said you'd come here for when we spoke last Sunday. Now you're going to turn around, you're going to pick up a cheque for £15,000 and the Pineapple Trophy. Congratulations, our UK Pro League winner,
Thank you.
Anton Matusevich.
Thank you.
Anton, if you just hold the trophy up, I think there's a few people that want to take some photos. Thank you. Okay, folks, so we are now just about 5 or 10 minutes away. We just need to clear the court, and then we have our second final coming for you, which is Sonny Cartel versus Freya Christie. So stretch your legs, and we'll be right back with you in 5-10 minutes.